So it's just another day, you are having a word with your parents, and this time you say, from now on, I can bear my own expenses, and you do not need to worry about my expenses. You can rest now. I have got it all covered. The sheer joy of just imagining this thing is so incredible. Now, hold on. I'm actually going to tell you the exact step by step process for you to turn this imagination into reality. Because I did it 6 years back and I know how it feels. And I want you to be that much able to say these things to your parents and give them the best satisfaction as a kid. Do not look at the watch. Do not watch this video if you have some other work on your priority. Do not make this video secondary. Only watch this video when you can completely devote yourself for the next couple minutes listening to me, absorbing what all I am saying, writing it down and implementing it, because this blueprint no one else is going to give you, even if you pay them 50, 20 or 30,000 a month. And I'm giving it, I'm sharing it because I know the joy. I have experienced it and I want you to experience it, because your parents, they put in hard work to raise you, and now it's your turn to give it back. So watch till the end and implement it. I want to set your expectations straight. Like when I say like I have experienced the feeling and I know it, it was not that I earned 50, 60 or 70,000 the first month. I earned only 3,200 a month. So start has to be realistic, because you do not have any real life experience. If somebody hires you right now, you are not an asset. They have to put their resources to train you, to make you profitable for the organization. Right now, I am somebody, when I go to an organization, I join the organization, I'm an asset because I know the work, and when they onboard me, I give them results. When they will onboard you, they will have to first train you, they will have to mold you, they will have to teach you the organizational dynamics. So initially they are going to pay you less. There is a reason why the fresher salary is so low. Your college placement might be an exception, or you might be an exception with the 10 CGPA, but with most of us, it's not the case. Now, when you want to start earning, there are only two possible ways in India. Number one is you do physical labor, like you start working at McDonald's or these franchisee outlets, you start delivering orders as a part-time gig or something like that. Second is, since most of you have laptops because your parents have provided it or you have managed it somehow, or you have an Android device, that's like the number one thing that everyone has right now. Then you start selling your services, your skill, you want to make your mark, you start making your mark online and you start offering your services. Second is that. Now, most people will suggest you the second way, that the developer skill, have a laptop, have an internet connection, go online and start earning. I'm also going to suggest you that, but I'm not going to hold any information. I'm not going to say that, okay, if you want to know more, pay me and then I'll tell you more. No, this video will cover it all from the start to the end. And I'm also going to stick with the second part because we are in India. It's not that often we have a social status to maintain, because most of us are still in the middle class category. And if you will tell your father that you are flipping burgers at McDonald's, he will say, I can pay you more than what they are paying you, just stay at home, because we have got a reputation to maintain. So with that note, let us get on to the very first point, and that is stay the hell away from MLM and these level marketings, network marketing stuff. Affiliate marketing is different. MLM and all this stuff, this is pushy. Second thing, do not pay to any single soul to learn anything about service-based industries. You can watch my content. I have 70 plus videos. Everything is out there. I'm telling you, people who are paying freelance gurus 10-15,000 a month to learn that information, I have already put it out for free. Start consuming my content. If you are an old one, go through it again, because you will not realize, like if you have made notes, sorry bro, I've got nothing for you because you already made notes. If you haven't made notes and you have watched my videos, watch them again, because that's gonna help you out. I want an answer from you for this one question. Right now, at this particular stage of wherever you are, whatever you do, whatever conditions you are living in, whatever your family background is, whether you are from a privileged background or from a humble background, I don't care. Just tell me this. Right now, if a company wants to hire you, what you have to offer? What do you bring to the table? What can you do for the company? This is my one question for you. What are you good at? To help you out, I'll share my example. So back in 2018, when I first thought of trying this out, I went on to Internshala. I made an account and I started applying to Web3 companies, formerly known as crypto and blockchain companies. And I knew that I have information about this field. I can write down blogs which these people can put on their website and then they can earn money. So I reached out like that. So now, what is it that you are good at? Write it down on a piece of paper. If you don't have a notepad, take a notepad, because this is kind of a one-on-one session that you have not paid for, but you are accountable for everything. So if I say write it down, you better write it down, because that's for our own good. I've already made it. I don't need to put in much efforts, but still I'm putting in. For whom? For you. So that you can bring that smile onto your parents' face. So if not for me, for them and for yourself, get that goddamn notepad and write down what you are good at. Again, there are going to be two cases. One, you figured out what you want to do. Second, you are wondering that I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good at that too. I want to do this, but will this be profitable? Will this be not? No. I simply asked you what you are good at. It can be one thing, it can be 10 things. What are you good at? What are the things you are good at? Write those down. Now, figure out of all the things that you have written, if you pitch a business right now with a resume, CV, or you tell them that I want to provide this service to you, will they take you or will they not take you? I'll tell you the answer. 90% cases, if you are knocking their door, they will not even open. They will not even acknowledge your existence. And the reason is less practical exposure. Companies run on a very simple basis. They need people on whom they have to spend very less money, but as soon as they onboard those guys, they give crazy good returns. And that kind of guy you have to become. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you how you have to become that. Whatever thing you decided, now go to YouTube, go to Reddit, and go to Google. Do a deep digging about it. So for example, you say, I love spending time on Instagram. I have seen how Instagram accounts are grown and I want to grow company's Instagram account. Go to Google, go to Reddit, go to YouTube, scroll down, fetch in all the information, absorb it, make notes of it, and then come up with a strategy that, okay, this is how this field is. These are the experts in the field, so-called experts, or maybe they are experts. These are the guys I can look up to. This is how they did. Go through the expert's profile, watch their content, consume their content, and while consuming their content, notice, are you feeling overwhelmed? Is it making you anxious? Are you having second thoughts or not? Because if you do have it, then maybe that field is not for you. Because the field that you are in, no matter how difficult it is, it should excite you. Like when I was on to blog writing and I see this technical SEO and on page, off page SEO, I was like, it's challenging, so it's gonna be fun. Where there are most people, they were like, it's too complex, I don't want to do it. But I had fun in it because I enjoy doing things that are actually hard. You cannot just play a gamble that, okay, I like social media management, I will manage the Instagram and then I'll just manage the Instagram. No. In order to decide the service that you want to offer, in order to decide what you have to do, because see, this is one thing which no one is going to tell you because not many people are doing it. The usual crowd around you would be like, let us prepare for government jobs, let us prepare for this private exam, let us prepare for this other university to pursue our MBA, or what we are going to do is let us prepare for the placements, or let us just find a job that's going to pay me 2.4 lakhs per annum to 3.6 lakhs per annum, and we will be sorted and we will learn things over there. If you want to do something of your own, you should at least have 20 to 30 pages of written content around that particular skill. So when I was doing for my blog writing thing, when I made an account on Internshala and I started applying to companies and all that stuff, before that, I had a list of things already in my notepad that, okay, this is how a blog is written, this is the process behind writing a blog, and this is how the company is benefited from the blog service. And if I write a blog for the company and that blog ranks and performs well, the company is going to generate revenue from that blog and they are going to reward me for the same. Or I should use the word compensate me for the same. Once this is done, then comes the next step, that is called pitching, which simply means that you start reaching out to people or professionals or companies where you can actually bring your skill set to life. Now, since you do not have any real life experience, real life results, or real life credibility, you're going to find it extremely hard to get clients in the initial stage. So what you have to do, you have to, whatever service you are. So for example, you are a video editor. Take any creator online, edit his videos. If you are a writer, read 10 blogs and write those 10 blogs in your own terms. If you are a designer, see a design, create 2-3 different iterations of it. And similarly, if you are in any other niche, make your own portfolio. Work for dummy clients, like the clients that you give yourself. If you are having a hard time, write down in the comment section that I need help with it, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Just tell me, I will assign you those 5 or 7 or 10 samples that you have to do. Not for me, but for your particular niche. So I can help you with that. That's not a very big problem, because that's how your portfolio will be built. Second option you have is you start reaching out to people, and I already have tons of videos on it, so you can go through those videos after watching this video regarding pitching. So you start reaching out to people and tell them that you are new into the industry and you want to offer them a free sample. So you want to give them a free service for the first 1 or 2 drafts, and you just want to showcase your work to them. And if they like your work, then we can onboard or do something like that, that you can work with them. Do this. And this will help you in 2 ways. First, you will have an interaction with a real human being. Right now, you were just assigning yourself tasks, or you were doing the things that I was telling you to. Now you will have it from a real person who is running a real business, who has a real requirement. So now you will take the first step in your professional journey. That's number 1 thing. Secondly, what is going to happen is that this will also go into your portfolio. So the next time you will apply somewhere, you will tell them that, okay, I did this as well, and this is the experience that I had with my previous clients. So this is your client. We call them beta clients. So beta clients are the clients who do not pay you monetarily, but you work with them and you provide them the free services, and they assign you a task and you do that task. Initially, you will have to work with beta clients. The timeline to start earning and getting your first payout depends on a lot of things. If you are trying to get an internship, this strategy is going to really help you out, because in internships, they are already looking for people who have no or little experience. And if you go there with a dummy portfolio, now you know the portfolio is dummy, the other person definitely has no idea. Just tell them that, okay, I have been working as a freelancer for the last 2-3 months, and these are the samples I designed for my clients. And the samples, they're actually your original creation. So that's not a problem at all. And companies, they're hiring interns, so they're not going to do that kind of background check that they will ask that, okay, you made this for this person, where is it, and all that stuff. No, they just need the work. You will provide them the work. For internships, then it will be very easy for you. And I would say you should intern under some company for 2 or 3 months before going into full-time freelancing, because internship is just not about the company, or it's not about the money itself. It's about getting to learn a lot of things, getting to learn how the organization works, and finding out how you have to deal with real life and real people and real challenges, real problems, real turnaround times. And if it is in person, like you have work from office, then it's even better, because then you will be having networking opportunities as well. So internship is a must in my book, because I even also started from it. And these things, they help a lot, and they take you a lot ahead in your journey. The main problem with freelancing is that you have to do a lot of things. So you have to craft a pitch, you have to reach out to clients, you have to then onboard those clients if they agree, and if they ask you for samples, you have to do that. Then you have to do the accounting, then you have to make sure if you have landed any other client, you retain the client. After that, you need to make sure that the clients are satisfied and they are paying you on time. Then you need to track your invoices as well. After that, you will need to pitch out to more clients, because at one point your income will be stagnant. So freelancing is a mix of a lot of things, and initially if you just start freelancing, that's going to be problematic. So it's better you start doing an internship, because you will get an exposure to the real world workload, as well as real environment and real mechanism of how the corporate world works, how the department work, what is cross-channel communication, how they are in sync, what tools they are using. Till now, you figured out what you have to do. you have written it down in your notepad, then you have started pitching to people, and then maybe you have made a few samples and you have got some beta clients. With beta clients, the third benefit that comes now, that is you can ask them for a recommendation. Because even if you are a beginner, and people know that if you are a beginner, you are going to mess up. So we do not have many high expectations from beginners. And if you do a little bit decent work, we will be more than happy to recommend you, to give you a recommendation on any of your profile, which for us, it's not a very big deal. But for you as a beginner, getting a client testimonial is a very big deal, because client testimonial only those people have who actually do really good work and who are actually credible. I have 11 recommendations, and every time someone recommended me, they only recommended me because I delivered credible results. And on LinkedIn, I will ask you to get recommendations, because LinkedIn recommendations, they cannot be faked. On website, you can make fake recommendations, but on LinkedIn, as soon as you click on the other person's profile, you can actually see their whole profile and their data and their credentials. So you cannot fake it on LinkedIn. Now, moving over to the next point, that will be about your client calls. Because when you reach out to people, most of them would ask you to get on a quick call. And you do not have to be afraid of these calls, because these calls are nothing. It's just human to human interaction about a particular set of services. So consider it like that you have went to a market, you are entering a garment shop, and you are having a conversation with the guy over there that, okay, I want this kind of outfit, it should have this kind of pattern, it should have this kind of texture, it should be made up of this material. So these are the kind of conversations. Now in a market, you will do it very happily. So in the market, you do not have any problem with it. But when we take it into a professional space, we label them as clients, we label it a sales call and all that stuff. Then you become nervous. There is nothing to be anxious about. It's just like the clothes shop that you were in the market. The only difference is it's now virtual. And the client is going to ask you questions and you're going to answer it. And your first calls, they are going to suck a little bit. But okay, tighten your seatbelt and grow some balls and just stay there, because the people who stay, they actually make it. You have to go through a lot of different experiences to make it. See, initially I told you, the sense of satisfaction you want to give to your parents, it's not that easy. Earning money in this world is not this much easy. You have to put in a lot of efforts. You have to go through a lot of other stuff. And then only you start earning. And that's when you realize what your parents have been doing their whole life for you. When you will repeat this process for 3, 4 or 5 months, after a point, you will yourself figure out everything. And if you don't, then I am right here. Like I have all these videos on the channel as well. Like there is no way that there is any problem regarding freelancing and you will not find a solution on my channel. So you have to first sit down right now. I'll tell you what you have to do exactly. Sit down right now. Figure out what you are good at. Completely mug up all the information that you have about the particular things you are good at. Sit down and strategize how you can actually do it. Start building your own portfolio. Start reaching out to people. Make yourself comfortable on sales call. Try internships. Try being active as much as possible. Try engaging with people. You see that an event is happening on LinkedIn, an audio event, jump up there, go there, raise your hand, have a word, join webinars, join these different seminars. When they say that, do you have any question, go there, grab that opportunity, ask these questions. Because for you at the moment, you will think, okay, I'll ask this, what people will think, what will happen, what will not. No one remembers you. No one pays so much attention on you. You are making yourself just too much the focal point. You are not the focal point. Everyone in their life, like if you ask it on a call, what's gonna happen? You ask a stupid question. No one will say that this question is really stupid. No, that's not how it works. We are humans, we know. We were not just dropped, we were not planted. We actually grew just like you, we made mistakes like you, and if you will ask us for some advice and we will figure out like we already did it, we already made a blunder in it, we will tell you the right way so that you do not make that blunder. The world is kind enough, people are kind, you just have to take the step and ask. You have to step up, no one else is gonna do it on your behalf. So that's the number one thing you have to focus on. Try to be social, try to communicate. If you are an introvert, I get you. Then not by audio, try to be active via your comments and all that stuff. And do not compare your journey, and especially do not compare it with other creators who have a lot of following, who have a lot of big achievements outside, do not even compare yourself to me, because my starting point is different. Your starting point is different. You may have the potential to be even better than me, but you don't know it. So do not sabotage your own growth by comparing yourself to any other. You were not raised for this thing. Compare yourself with what you were doing last time. And whenever you are getting an opportunity, even it is for less money, take that opportunity. Opportunities are very hard to find these days. And do not pass the opportunities initially, because gurus will tell you to pass the opportunity. Do not pass the opportunity, because these opportunities, they shape you. If I had passed that 3200 rupee per month opportunity for that internship, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be somewhere else, because things happen. They are destined to happen. You watching this till here, it is destined to happen. This is a sign that you are on the right track and you need to do this. And you have to make your parents proud. You want to do it actually, right? So you gotta do it. It's gonna take a lot of efforts, because the smile on their face, that's priceless. You are going to go through a lot of blood and sweat, but in the end, it's worth it. And you have to give it a shot. If you're watching this till now, it definitely means you want to make your parents really proud, and you are going to take the extra mile to do that. But the number one problem that you are going to face doing this, and this is going to be the number one obstacle, that is going to be the attention span. Because if you do not fix your attention span, what all I told you in the last half an hour, it's of no use. I have made this video on attention span. Watch it right now and get it fixed and implement all this.